for Cairo derbies. What we need are more stadiums. If we can have like 20 stadiums in Lagos, a commercial city, what would that boost for every other MPFL match that would be played? It will garner a lot more engagement. We can even adopt Morocco's 2025 AFCON stadium as well. All of this synchronizing as well with famous celebrities, having music performances, free bus rides to matches, Sporting Lagos offers as well. And let's not also forget players' welfare.
Mimi's entry, and then there was John.
The MPFL that is rich in history, like we all know, football talent, and the football-loving community has the tool to rise to continental prominence. All it requires is intentional transformation, and I will show you how and why this is achievable. Now, here is a 5 to 10 year roadmap to realizing this vision. Number 1, transparent governance. Now, a league cannot thrive without transparent accountability and visionary leadership. Now, governance is the bedrock. If we don't do or reform this current governance, then we are heading nowhere.
Battle turned war.
MPFL now, and we should look at the presidency, the chairmanship of the MPFL. The MPFL has management, and when we're looking at management, we're talking about people like the likes currently the chairman, Elegbeleye, who currently leads. So we should be attacking Elegbeleye and what he's been able to do over time, and necessarily not governance at the higher level.
What is the exact roadmap?
Now, the exact you're looking for the exact roadmap. Let's talk about commercial broadcasting and also digital rights. Lessons from Egypt and South Africa. Egypt's own sport and South Africa's super sport have made local leagues accessible to millions beyond their shores. Practical step for Nigeria. Yes, partner with StarTimes, Super Sport, or even build an MPFL.
In the end, Mimi scaled through. John in trouble. Then came the second battle of the day. We saw Charles.
That's the reason why Michael Phelps could win 8 gold medals in swimming in 2008. You also have to have elite training regimen, 6 to 8 hours daily training that focuses on recovery, physical conditioning, mental strength, and even technique, because skills are also very important. You also have to qualify and compete strategically. Now, it's not just enough to just qualify for the Olympics. You have to qualify well in advance of the next Olympics, ensuring that there is more than enough time for you to be able to plan.
Suave, wait for his opponent. Here's David.
A familiar pattern arises. We see that countries like USA, Canada, countries like Australia, the United Kingdom, that's Great Britain. We see countries like Kenya in Africa, and we see countries like Ethiopia have a way of hauling these medals to their own kitty when the bells are rung for the end of the competition. We also see athletes like, the Faith Kipyegon of Kenya. We see athletes like, like Usain Bolt of Jamaica. They also find a way to contribute to their medal haul.
What followed was a battle of gentlemen.
Andre Ngose is Ethiopian by birth. He has been naturalized to America and won their first Olympic gold in 1,500 meters. America was never known for 1,500 meters, and they had to get somebody. They had to get some because they have the facilities.
The same amount of strategy.
You cannot throw those facilities.
Elite coaching regimen. They make sure that they qualify ahead of time. They make sure that they picked the right amount of sport. They ensured that there was logistical planning.
It's a great feeling winning, for the pressure before the scorecard is ready is really, really intense, and I think David did exceptionally well too.
Well, he was glad he won, Charles, but so was Mimi in her battle against John.
I was neutral per se. I would say that it was the style of the debate that got me wondering. Because you're not opposing, you're not proposing, and then you're wondering what the other person is going to say. And I know we raised concerns about, what if everybody's saying almost the same thing? I mean, I know in my closing round, I and Judd were almost saying the same thing. So I feel like that was a bit of a shift from what we normally do, which gives you a defined way to approach the debate. but then the scores have said it. I'm really glad to have done this with John. Like they say, everybody has their style. Perhaps if I was more calm, I would have a decent conversation.
And I remember on the night, what a battle it had been. But there was still one more battle on that night. It was a battle of Ghana and Pamela. Here's Ghana.
Learn even from past successes in order for us to know how we can actually achieve this, even as Africa, as a continent, as teams, even in this continent. Now, the first thing, the how we can achieve this, first of all, we need good and savvy sport administrators. Now, if you look at the previous World Cup winners, 90% even of their sport administrators were not just good at what they did, but they were ex-footballers, ex-sport aficionados. People like Franz Beckenbauer of Germany, people like Emi Jacquet, people like João Havelange of Brazil. He was even the FIFA president, even from 1974 down to 1998.
Pamela clapped back in style.
What can be done? Long-term planning, that's the 4-year planning. In Africa, we're very, very used to impromptu plannings. Now, for example, Japan started planning in the 1990s for the 2002 World Cup competition, and they went far. They were consistent. The second point is to hire technical coaches and not just ex-players. Now, Morocco hired Walid, who studied modern European tactics and emphasized team shape. He took over just 3 months before the World Cup and took Morocco to the semi-final. That is the best that any African nation has gone through.
And then they battled.
If your national people,
and that is
if your countrymen are not able to do something,
of the fact
to do
that
it, you don't need to do it because you want to be patriotic. We're going
sport
for
administrators.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Now,
we can have the good and savvy sports administrators that are not Nigerians, they are not Ghanaians, they are not
people who are not sports inclined.
Imagine the Cameroon sports directors
compared to
asking
countries
for bribe.
that have won the World Cup. You have people who have actually played the game, who have actually understand the game, people who have actually led positions in terms of football.
What a battle it was. In the end, Pamela stumbled for the very first time. It was costly. Ghana had this to say.
We need to learn even from past successes in order for us to know how we can actually achieve this, even as Africa, as a continent, as teams, even in this continent. Now, the first thing, the how we can achieve this, first of all, we need good and savvy sport administrators. Now, if you look at the previous World Cup winners, 90% even of their sport administrators were not just good at what they did, but they were ex-footballers, ex-sport aficionados. People like Franz Beckenbauer of Germany, people like Emi Jacquet, people like João Havelange of Brazil. He was even the FIFA president, even from 1974 down to 1998.
Well, he progressed on that occasion. And in the end, the final gave us Charles, gave us Ghana, and gave us Mimi, leaving one final sport that has brought us here tonight. It is often said that before every final charge, there is stillness. Before the loudest thunder, there is quiet. And before greatness writes its final verse, it looks back. We stand tonight on the edge of resolution. The fire is nearing its fiercest glow. The path behind us littered with brilliance. The path ahead clouded by fate. But no champion climbs alone, and no journey reaches glory without sacrifice. So now, first we pause. We pause to honor those who came close enough to touch the crown, but fell just short of wearing it. To remember that the greatness of this moment is built upon the echoes of all who have spoken before. In a contest defined by margins, of minds, of moments, of mere votes, two formidable voices bow out. David, a tactician of thought, who crafted logic with the precision of a surgeon. Pamela, a force of eloquence, fearless in fire, whose every word burned with purpose. Both fell, but only in number, not in honor. They came within reach of redemption. The audience had to choose between John, Pamela, and David. They chose John, a decision not of weakness, but of preference in greatness. David and Pamela, your exits were as grand as your journeys on Fan Battle 4, and the echoes of your brilliance remain. And now the clouds part and we step into the storm. This is day 19 of Fan Battle 4, the penultimate round, the semi-finals. No lifelines, no audience rescue, no second chances. Tonight, only victory walks forward. Defeat becomes silence. From an army of 32, we now arrive at the final 4, each one sharpened by survival, sculpted by fire, and summoned by destiny to this grand threshold. 2 monumental battles await tonight. John versus Charles, the redeemed challenger against the relentless strategist. John, twice saved by the people, he must now prove he deserves to be here. Charles, untouched by elimination, he stands firm, a storm few have weathered. Will redemption overpower consistency? And then the second battle. Ghana versus Mimi. Calm conviction faces charismatic fire. Ghana, the quiet disruptor, is outlasted louder voices. Mimi, the firebrand, she's lit every stage she's touched. Whose voice will write its name into the final scroll? This is no longer a debate. This is a reckoning. The next time this contest returns, only 2 names will be left standing as finalists. The other 2 will be, what do they call them again? In the losers final. 2 names will define Fan Battle 4. 2 voices who tonight must first conquer. So let the semi-finals begin. To commence tonight, I'd like to say welcome to my friends, colleagues, and judges on the night. Closest to me, and usually the person closest to me is in charge for the night. Tony, the voice. His surname goes straight into my head. Nobody remembers he's also Mr. Dimwaka. What is the what's Dimwaka? What's your surname?
I mean,
I remember when we used to struggle with Chidibere's surname.
Anugolu.
But yeah, and Bola used to call him Alagolo, and I think it was Bola who said he forgot the surname one day. Said Chidibere, forget the surname, and then he became Chidibere, forget the surname. But you have a powerful surname that cannot be forgotten. welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much, Femi. Good to be here. Ready for the night.
No doubt. I trust you're always ready for everything. Here's somebody who is never found unfresh and unready. His team lead. He's pointing hands at someone else. Welcome, Chuma. How are you doing, Mr. Nonna?
I'm doing well, Femi. Great to be back in your company. You are a heavyweight in this industry, of course, and I had to wait downstairs speaking to Auntie B, saying, let me wait so I can usher Femi and the Queen Lindsay upstairs when they're coming through. So when you stepped out and I saw the outfit, I was like, we're ready for an exciting battle tonight. So great to be here.
Hopefully, our gentlemen friends will not let us down. And also, John, completing the trinity of judges on the night, the one, the only Queen Lizzie. How are you doing?
Hi, Femi. I'm doing very well.
I thought you said I'm hi, Femi.
I say hi, Femi. Do you know, the thing is, I have a lot of intrusive thoughts. But you were saying completing. I don't know if you're familiar with John Belly and this particular song, Bang Bang, the king, the legend, just playing in my head. Intrusive. You don't want to be in my head, but it's great to me. I needed to say that.
What's in the cup you're drinking?
Coffee.
Coffee and
a little more coffee. But it's great to be here. I need coffee to get through the night because I'm sure it's going to be exciting, it's going to be intense, and it's going to be brilliant. And what a day, what a match, what a night.
The gentlemen and lady who have come this far are no pushovers. At this point, every single one of them deserves to be crowned Fan Battle 4 champion. Only one of them will eventually be crowned champion. But it starts with a journey tonight when John faces Charles and Ghana sizes on Mimi. Two of them will fail. But not because of lack of glory or quality, just because somebody has to win. I'll tell you more when we return.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
Are you tired of chasing the bag? It's time to get it right away with iInvest, Nigeria's leading platform for wide varieties of financial products. You can access fixed deposits, treasury bills, equities, and more right at your fingertips. Visit i-investng.com today to get started. iInvest is powered by Parthian Partners, a SEC-regulated capital market operator. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Please consult investment advisor.
Ah, finally.
Finally what?
I've been trying to reach your phone for days.
Oh, so sorry. Telecommunication services have been very poor in my area lately. Some hoodlums vandalized the telecoms masts around here.
Ah, they tried it in my area, but guess what? Our people now protect the mast as if our lives depend on it.
Wise move. I must tell my husband to raise the issue at our community meeting so that we too can protect all our telecom masts.
Exactly. You see, when telecom masts and fiber cables are destroyed, every area of our life, from education to healthcare to banking operations and the entire economy, is affected. Vandalizing telecommunications infrastructure harms everyone. Dial 622 from any network or send an email to protect@ncc.gov.ng to report suspected cases of vandalism. This message is brought to you by mobile network operators and towercos in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak. Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted,
But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com.
Unified Payments. Unifying businesses for people.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com.
Unified Payments. Unifying businesses for people.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now, now. It gon' rehydrate till you get. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easily observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
Landlord, what are you trying to hang?
I'm trying to rent out this side of the apartment.
Hurry to head of myhomesng.com.
Be the first to join. MyHomesNG.com is a platform where you can list and manage your properties, get access to verified customers and tenants, and earn rental income without any hassle. For more information, visit www.myhomesng.com.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
Success is like an aeroplane. You only see the graceful flight high up in the sky, but not the roaring powerful engines propelling it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done, funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com. Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness.
When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have sent the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
My guy, should you still spend plenty money on top fuel and every day na social mechanic wahala on top of the motorcycle? Oh yeah, now switch to Spiro today. Spiro electric motorcycle. Now they use fuel and na small maintenance to take the kakaraka. When your battery run down, just swap am in 2 minutes for any of our swap stations and ride on. We are ready for logistics or kind of business and our daily waka. Spiro, smart, strong, stress-free, no fuel, no wahala, just carry go. Make you call 070-000-977-97. Don't get started.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Are you looking for that dream home, tank farms, or commercial properties? At www.1502properties.com, discover a wide range of luxurious spaces, affordable homes, and prime commercial properties. Visit us today at 1502properties.com or stop by at our office at 4th floor, 8, Strachan Street, Lagos Island, Lagos. Remember, it's www.1502properties.com. Contact us now.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have sent the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Slurp it like it's hot.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It go rehydrate till replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2k in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue.
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
All right, class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast.
My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Step right up. It's time for more.
Vote for your favorite Fan Battle 4 contestants at thickets.com/fan battle. Thickets, that is FIKETS.com/fan battle.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome back. Welcome back. As the night's battle commence and the contenders take center stage as the drums of war roll. Special thanks to our digital team. Tunde Abdul Salam has been great throughout this. And of course, the sports digital team, taken care of by Femi the Pundit Taiwo, Nicolo, Jay Blinks, Genevieve, all of these guys working alongside the others. Precious and of course Olamide, who coordinates from that side of things. Thank you all for making it happen. There is plenty of content from Fan Battle. You can get to meet these contestants up close and personal. Some lovely conversations on YouTube. Just type Fan Battle or just go to Nigeria Info on YouTube and search for Fan Battle. You will see those lovely outside of the live studio conversations. So beautiful. and you don't want to miss it. By the way, a quick reminder, at the stage, the semi-final stage, from here on, the decision is made here. You, the audience, have as much power as the judges. You will decide not who of the losers gets saved, but who wins each battle. The judges will do their part, and you will have to do your part. All right? And how do you vote? Well, if you are passive with the voting tonight, your favorite contestant may not go through. So, get ready. Go to fickets.com now. If you haven't visited fickets.com/fan battle, don't just go to fickets.com. So it's fickets.com/fan battle. FIKETS. Fickets. FIKETS. Fickets.com/fan battle. Okay? That's where you get to vote for your contestant. And we will give you a little time, and the decision will be read tonight. One person will go straight into the final. The other will be out of the chase for the crown, and will only compete in the third place final, which will come next Wednesday. There's plenty of conversations to go along those lines. Now, if fickets.com is not your thing for whatever reason, by the way, on fickets.com, you can give as many votes to your contestant. There's a dialog box that asks you what ticket you want. Click on the dialog box. There used to be 32 names there. Now those names have been trimmed down to just the final 4. So you will see John, you will see Charles for this first battle, and for the second you will see Ghana, you will see Mimi. Tonight, 2 of them will get into the final. The other 2 will fall by the wayside. So you can go to fickets.com and vote. But it's 500 naira per vote, all right? And if you want to go just direct through our partner account, that's a Providus bank account, you can just go there and just transfer the vote. Remember, if you're transferring your vote, so if you say, and don't forget, Fan Battle 4 is sponsored, but we are asking, there's no sponsor on Fan Battle 4. We didn't ask for sponsorship, and it's fine, because we wanted our friends and fans of Nigeria Info to do the sponsoring. People like Mr. Irabuchi Obonaya, people like Lukman Tunjiraji, people like Friday, Oramen Oluwatobi. Somebody even tells me that's Friday from Igboelere. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. People like Solomon Ikenna, people like Catherine Wajobi. These people have formed the, community support funding Fan Battle 4 with little 5,000 naira here, 10,000 naira there, little support like that, 1,000 naira here. Now, if you send money to our partner account straight, it means you are sponsoring Fan Battle. But if you want that your sponsorship to also have a say in who progresses into the final, then you will put that person's name in the narration. So if you can say John or Charles, whoever you want to vote for to get into the final. The bank account is 130-590-8620. That's 130-590-8620. It's a Providus bank account. It's the partner of Femi and the Gang and Nigeria Info for this, which is Sports Salon. So once again, 130-590-8620. If you send 10,000 naira to that account, we will credit you as Fan Battle 4 sponsor. But if you send that 10,000 and you also add a name, maybe you add John or Charles, you will be Fan Battle 4 sponsor, and that money will also be counted as a vote. That will be 20 votes for the person whose name you put in the narration. Do you understand? All right. Remember, your votes will determine who gets to the final. So let's meet our first 2 contestants tonight. This is battle number 50. On the 19th day of battle. We are counting on each day we come for the battle. Day 19, battle number 50. In the blue corner for this battle, battling out of Ikorodu, an Arsenal fan, a civil engineer, and entrepreneur. His friends call him J Pascal. On Instagram, he is call_me_Pascal. On X, he is at Pascal says _ His friends, like I said, call him J Pascal. His full name is John Faleye. Welcome, John.
Thank you for me. Good evening, Lagos.
Good evening. I wondered the last time in the round of 6 whether I was seeing your face for the last time. But here we go again.
Well, here I am again.
At least I know that I'm still going to see your face, and one last time. Whether in the third place, I know. We will see. All right, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
His opponent in the red corner, Dante Charles Max, a music tutor and actor, battling out of Alakbere K2, Real Madrid fan, Sporting Lagos fan. They call him Charles Max on Facebook. On Instagram, he is _Charles Max, and on X is at Charles_Max1. Yes, Dante Charles Max, Lagos. Welcome, Charles Shegun Oshodi. Welcome, brother.
Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you pretending or are you mellow today?
Fine.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
fine.
You're fine. We'll find out soon enough. Gentlemen, I believe both of you are ready. So what is the topic of this debate? How to regain Nigeria's continental dominance in women's football. How? How to regain it? Did we lose it? If we did, how do we regain it? The truth is, once Nigerian women's football ruled Africa like an empire, fierce, feared, and undisputed. The records are there. However, in recent years, that crown has slipped, one too often. And the continent no longer bows so easily to the might of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Tonight, in this first semi-final, two minds rise to challenge. Maybe I shouldn't say to challenge. Maybe I should say they rise to the challenge of reclaiming that throne. John, the people's champion, twice revived by audience grace, he now steps into the arena not as a survivor, but as a contender with something to prove. He opens the round with the urgency of a nation that knows how far it has fallen. And then there's Charles, the silent assassin of this competition, clinical and composed. He returns not to argue, but to execute. With strategy as his compass, he brings precision to a stage where only conviction will carry the day. Two visions, ladies and gentlemen. One mission. Restore Nigeria's dominance. That is the mission. Let the whistle blow and let the semi-final war commence. It's a presentation more than a debate, but it is still a battle. So there will be the battle round. But to open their presentation, pay attention, audience. Tonight you are scoring alongside the judges. Score them as the judges score them. John, are you ready to go?
Yes, I am, for me.
For 3 minutes, open your presentation. Your time starts now.
Now, Nigeria Super Falcons have won 11 of 14 WAFCON titles. That is a known fact. Yet in 2022, they finished 4th. And that was the worst performance in years, in 2012 to be precise. Now, that has signaled a shift in their dominance, if you want to say. Now, while some might want to say that could be a blip or a one-off bad performance, but like what we say in local parlance, now from clap dance they start. So if we don't act fast, if we don't do what we need to do, it is of evidence that other teams are starting to catch up. So how can we regain this continental dominance that we once had? I would like to look at it from this point of view. We need to strengthen our grassroots and youth development. Now, our early investment in women's football that was formalized in 1989 by the NFF laid this foundation for the dominance that we've seen over the years. But in recent time, we've seen a stagnation at the grassroots level, and that has limited talent pipelines. Our under-17 team is one of the most consistent in Africa, right? And that shows that we have a strong youth base. But inconsistent domestic leagues and limited scouting has hindered progression to the senior level. So we need to expand our grassroots with programs like the Youth Sports Federation of Nigeria and initiative like that of Assistant Oshoala's that is the Lagos-based academy. And we can see that from there we would have a robust grassroots system that will provide a steady stream of talent, ensuring long-term dominance as we've seen previously. Also, we should address the administrative and financial challenges that we have. We know that the Super Falcons have always faced recurring issues with unpaid bonuses, poor travel arrangements, and administrative mismanagement of funds by the NFF. That has disrupted the team morale and performance. So, what can we do to also address that? We should implement a transparent financial management within the NFF that will ensure timely payment of bonuses and allowances. Also, appoint a dedicated women's football administrator that will prioritize the Super Falcons' needs and streamline operations. We will see that doing that, we would resolve the issues that would boost our player morale. There won't be any distraction. We would have unity. We would have team focus and all of these things that would help to win games and also have consistent performance as well. We saw what the Super Falcons did at the 2023 World Cup, and even down the years. Despite all of these problems, they have always been that resilience. So, if we address these structural issues, imagine what we have in the long term. We have had these issues, and yet they've always won and won and won. But the fact that we're having these structural issues now, teams are starting to catch up. And now let's address it and say, okay, let's address these structural issues. Imagine what we have if we do that.
Brilliant opening by John on how to regain Nigeria's continental dominance in women's football. Now his opponent will give us his opening before we take a break and come for the banter round. Charles, you have your 3 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Your clock is set and now it's ticking.
So it is no longer news that Nigeria's female team has won 11 out of the last 14 and they finished fourth, and this is becoming a blip and everybody's thinking that, oh, maybe their dominance is ending. I think it is waning. But how do we regain it? It is simple. I say we need strategic investments, we need data-driven analysis and tactics, and then we need governance reforms. Let me elucidate. For strategic investments, it is important that we create fully funded FIFA-approved facilities in most of the biggest cities in Nigeria, Lagos, Kaduna, Abuja, and all of that, to be able to create a space, an avenue for these women to be able to thrive. These facilities have to be FIFA-approved, FIFA-standard pitches, dormitories, and all of the likes that are needed for them to grow. We also need to rebrand the professional league for the women. We need to recreate what the professional league for the women is all about. We need to create an allocation for base salary for these women, vis-a-vis as our counterparts in Africa. We also need to mandate these football clubs that have these female teams to make use of under 18 and under 23 feeder teams to be able to have a smooth transition from the youth to the senior team. For data-driven tactics, we need to improve our tactical philosophy. There should be a mandatory course for all coaches and scouts where they have to go through and obtain CAF Pro licenses. There need to be a hiring of top certified technical directors and scouts that will help improve our scouting pool, both in Nigeria and in the diaspora. It is essential to note in the diaspora too. And as well, we need to also improve, and in fact, I dare say we need to impose a unified playing system across all of the national teams in Nigeria. And last but not the least, governance reforms. See, it is important to note that systems are in place in different points, but people are a function of the systems. And sometimes systems only function as well as the people that are in there. We need to have governance reforms. Key amongst the governance reforms that we need is to eliminate political appointees within our sporting federation. We need to replace political appointees with independent experts in and around the female team. All of those that are in charge of the women's committee need to be experts in different fields. We also need to create a trust fund for the women's team. And this can be achieved by driving 10 to 20% of the budget from the sports ministry and at least 10 to 30% from the NFF. This will help fund the female team in so many of the competitions that they go through. Last but not the least, many of all of this funding can be achieved via CSR. I will explain on that later.
All right. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And so the opening rounds of this contest are over. When we come back from the break, which will follow, it will be time for the banter battle round. Remember, you get to vote for one of these two individuals. Whoever has impressed you the most should get your vote so far. Go to fickets.com if you haven't done so yet and vote your favorite, John or Charles.
Na so I dey on my own. Na a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Na so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. If to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me sef they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Let us stand in the gaps for you
and connect you to the rest of the world.
And Russia's defense minister Sergei Shoigu is shown on state television visiting troops fighting in Ukraine. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries has raised Nigeria's oil production quota.
In all we do, we remain committed to informing you.
It's 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your station for talk.
My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
Now wow, everything just choke. No money for pocket.
I don't hammer. My number don't come out.
Oga, wetin be that one again?
I play game on top GD Lotto and my number come out.
GD Lotto?
Yes, so my brother carry waka go www.gdlotto.ng to play any of their games. Whether na 570, 580, 590 or the one wey they call Nigeria Number Plate Game (NNP). Make you fit win up to 50 million naira jackpot.
True. I dey go www.gdlotto.ng now.
No dey inside water, make soap enter your eye yo. Make you sef follow go www.gdlotto.ng. Make you sef begin dey play their games.
This game dey for 18 years and above. No forget to play responsibly.
GD Lotto.
Once you get one dream.
Hey, rewards don't land. When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes Uncle
3% cash
cashback. Now so smart cash cashback don't get reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey, it's the Smart Cash Cashback Reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cashback. Or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cashback sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No dull yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# to start today. Terms and conditions dey sha.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Malaria, go away. Charlatan knocks you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine. Available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Vote for your favorite Fan Battle 4 contestants at thickets.com/fan battle. Thickets, that is FIKETS.com/fan battle.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin. Welcome back. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Go to Nigeria Info, follow the live stream, follow the conversation, and remember to vote. Your vote will determine who goes through. Remember, the audience vote carries equal weight with the vote of the judges in the semi-final, third place, and final. It is that simple. So do not take your vote for granted. It doesn't matter whether it's 2 people who vote or 200,000. It doesn't matter. It will count in terms of percentages. So please go ahead and vote for your favorite contestant. You've heard the opening presentation of John and Charles on how to regain Nigeria's continental dominance in women's football. No doubt they agree to some degree, but they also diverge as to some aspects of how to get to where we need to get to. And that will form the basis of the banter round, where they poke holes into each other's argument and they try to convince both the judges and you at home that their position is superior. For 5 minutes, John and Charles will go head to head, after which it will only be the closing arguments, and then it is done. And like that, one of these 2 fine, beautifully spoken gentlemen will say farewell to Fan Battle 4 in the battle for the crown. The other will be in the very final. Gentlemen, for 5 minutes, let the banter round begin.
Now, Charles, there was something you mentioned earlier. I actually need to get it. Did you say we should consider diaspora as well?
Yes, I said so.
Why do we need to consider that those in diaspora when we have a plethora of talent that we have not even maximized right here in the country?
Well, it is because it is not alien to us. We have also considered diaspora for other teams, for other sports. Even in the male team, we have considered diaspora players.
We are focusing on the female team here, and also we are also looking at it from those who are doing things right at the moment. Teams like Morocco and South Africa. These guys are using players that are based in their country. They are developing the talent that are based in their country. I've not seen, especially for Morocco, or I've not seen any form of them going outside of their shores to look at Moroccan players and see if they can develop them from outside their shores. It is these guys that are within their vicinity, they are developing and actually bringing to the fore.
It doesn't matter.
I think it does, because
experience is the most important thing. You are looking for talents, right? How long do you think is a feasible period of time that it will take to develop homegrown talents alone?
Within 2 years, 2 to 3 years, we can do that.
Within 2 to 3 years,
yes,
we can develop all of the homegrown talents.
Not all of. We will actually start from somewhere, and I'm actually looking at it from this point of view because we also have lots of problems to deal with.
Okay.
There is a lot. So if we want to take limited resources that we have and develop talent from diaspora when we have not even maximized those that we have within our community, now that looks like wasted effort.
It's not a wasted effort. You are giving opportunity to
that would give an avenue. That would give an avenue for us.
What you are doing
the right thing. What you are doing 4 times. When we can do it once.
You are gatekeeping the national team. You are trying to create a blockade for those who, for no fault of theirs though, are outside of the country and still have love for the country and want to play for the country. I didn't say we must get players from outside. I said we should consider players from the diaspora. Don't mix the two up.
I'm not mixing it up.
What I'm saying is create an avenue where you can have both local talents and still have from outside of the country. It is natural. It is a normal practice anywhere.
It is a normal practice anywhere, no doubt.
Okay.
But looking at what we are dealing with at the moment,
what are we dealing with?
We are dealing with a situation where we have a lot of talent that we have not even maximized yet in the.
So how does creating an avenue where people who are outside of the country express their willingness to play for Nigeria stop the talents from inside from developing?
Why I said so is because of the resources that we have.
What resources? Do we have the resources?
No, we don't.
How do we not have the resources?
We don't have that plethora of resources to be doing outside of the shores when we have not even done enough.
Beautiful question. What are the resources that are needed to develop these players that we do not have enough of?
Of course, funds.
What funds? The funds that we keep getting that are being siphoned by our political appointees, which I mentioned that need to be reformed.
Do you have the evidence of that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me for evidence of corruption that is ingrained in the Nigerian system?
You need to give us evidence of that okay, there are funds that are being allocated and that they are not used well.
How many other evidences do you need? Are you waiting for until EFCC comes to knock on your door to show you the booklet? Are you talking about the Nigeria? Wait, hold on.
Look,
since Charles, you want to go there, are you talking about the same Nigeria?
There is no need for us
wait. No, you went there. You went there. No, don't run away.
I'm not running away. There is no need for us to deviate to all of those angles.
Would you let me speak?
Okay, go on.
Are you talking of the Nigeria that after the Super Falcons won a tournament a certain year, they decided to go and use a truck, not a bus, as a welcoming parade bus for them? Is that the Nigeria that they did not siphon money? Are we talking about the Nigeria that is always dealing with, as you mentioned, unpaid dues and bonuses? Is that not siphoning of funds? So is it a lack of the funds not being readily available or the fact that there is corruption in the system? They are two different things.
The point remains
that you need people who are efficient, who know what they are doing, who are not there for the money that they will siphon, but rather for the investment of the players. There will always be funds.
And that is not
there
in
are
doubt.
funds from FIFA. There are funds from CAF. There is funds from even Nigerian government that
if
creates the sports ministry budget.
If we want to go in the angle that you are taking us to, which is to
Yes.
consider those in diaspora, then we might need to look at things like private-public partnership.
Why
that will bring funds from a different perspective, so that we can manage that aspect.
Who says that?
It's a lot to deal with.
There are perspectives to consider.
Do you know that?
Have you considered CSR programs?
Do you know? Yes.
Have you considered corporate social responsibility packages?
Let me actually understand what you mean by that CSR.
So CSR is corporate social responsibility packages, where the government and some corporations get to speak about tax incentivization, where they get to fund different aspects of the sports ministry or every other aspect that they want them to fund.
Okay.
Now, if these packages are allowed to happen, and they do happen, you are still getting funds from different sources.
That is what I was trying to allude. That when we have that, then we can now talk. We can now start talking about let's consider those in the diaspora.
Are you saying that?
Because I know what it means to bring people from outside of the shores of this country to come and develop them here.
There's at least $3 million up for grabs from CAF for the winner of this tournament. Are you saying that if Nigeria ends up winning this tournament, $3 million is not enough?
It is not, because we have a plethora of problems. That is the truth. There is a lot of problems to deal with.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I had added 1 extra minute. It was a robust and interesting banter battle. Again, how do we regain Nigeria's continental dominance in women's football? These two gentlemen are proffering solutions. They agree where they agree, but they disagree where they disagree. In the end, we'll get there. They both have 2 minutes each to look to convince us, the judges, and you, the listening audience, in whose hands their fate now lies. So for the last time, if you haven't voted yet, go to fickets.com. If you've heard enough, I'd like to say special thanks to Mr. Irabuchi Kanu. Thank you very much. We just got, could you confirm, and thank you, we appreciate when you send, if you vote, if you could share the invoice with us on our social media, our WhatsApp page, which is 080
Every day is about
95975805. Would appreciate it. Once again, 08095975805. Would appreciate it. But I noticed that, so it's a sponsorship for Fan Battles Season 4. Does the narration carry any of the contestants?
No.
So please, if you intend, we thank you very much for sponsoring Fan Battle 4, but your vote is also your power. So your sponsorship is also your power. This funds can get 20 votes. So if there is either of these two that you would like to, you can do a follow-up of a message and say, oh, okay, I want it for so person. There's John and Charles right now. After this battle, it will be Ghana and Mimi. Just indicate that, let my sponsorship get votes. There are 20 votes in that, so we appreciate it. All right, 2 minutes to wrap up this conversation. And here we switch it. So Charles, you get to go first. Your 2 minutes start right now.
All right, so I will first start with the reason why I mentioned the diaspora, and it is in line with what I said about the scouting pool and talent pipeline. South Africa has a Hollywood Bets Academy that produces about 70% of the present Bayana team. And this has helped them greatly with the fact that they are current champions of the WACFON. In terms of infrastructure, I mentioned the reason of cooperating with organizations for CSR programs. Morocco built a $65 million sporting complex in 2021 that serves both their male and female team, especially their female team. Their female team is currently second. They were second at the last edition of the WAFCON. Zambia used tactical philosophy, data-driven tactics to help them finish third at the last WAFCON. It shows you that along all of these lines, these are people who are focused on systems, and not just systems, people in those systems who are focused on what exactly it is that they are supposed to do. There will always be funds. Nigeria can never lack of funds. If South Africa, with all of its glory and everything that it has, can still look to the diaspora to bring in a pool of resources that makes up 70% of its present squad, and those players have gone on to help them win the WAFCON, why can't Nigeria emulate them? Morocco, a team that couldn't even make the WAFCON 4 times in a row before 2022, which was the last edition before this present one, and now they were in the final and they became runners-up. It shows you that investment in infrastructure is very key. Zambia, going for data and tactical philosophy. And third, Nigeria can emulate these countries, and these are countries we lost to at the last WAFCON. It is simple, it is short, it is direct. Personnel and systems. That is what we need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Warm round of applause. Thank you. And it finishes just before the clock. Yep. The clock follows. Brilliant. So you heard Charles. He's landed. His eagle has landed. And it's John's eagle still hovering in the sky, coming in to land like a tomahawk. John, for 2 minutes, please close your presentation. It starts right now.
So now, I can say, even if we want to consider players from the diaspora, is that really one of the problems we've always had, or even the current problems that we have? I say no, because we have lots of talent. Over the years, we've won numerous titles with players from our shores. Now, there's a little percentage that we consider from outside the shores, and while we have done this, what we are failing to realize is that there are structural problems that have occurred over the years, that is because of the Super Falcons' resilience that has overshadowed it. Those things are right things that we have done, and some of those things are that we had a strong core of talented, committed players. Now, we have legendary players like Perpetual Unkocha, Florence Omagome, Mesiakide, Ngozi Okobi that formed a consistent, experienced spine. These players were committed, they were disciplined, they stayed long enough to build team chemistry. They were not from outside of the shores. So a lot of them like that, Asisa Oshoala was discovered here. So if we want to take limited resources to go cater for people who are outside of the shores, while we can also consider them, but we need to maximize what we have here. Also, our domestic league is not to write home about as it was before. The Nigeria Women's Football League before was more competitive than most African leagues in the past. That's true, because we had clubs like Pelican Stars, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens that developed top players for the Super Falcons. That no longer exists. Also, continuity in coaching. Although that was not always perfect, but we had good examples like Ismail Mabo, Uche Ukeria, that stayed long enough to build team identity, tactical cohesion, and clear playing style that helped us dominate Africa for a long time. We made that mistake with Randy Waldrum. Randy Waldrum should still be, and should still have been, the coach of the Super Falcons, because he would have created that identity that he had been building when he was appointed. Also, all of these factors that I've mentioned created a fear factor in Africa that helped the Super Falcons to dominate for a long time.
Thank you very much. And so this battle ends. This battle ends. It is out of their hands. You just heard John Faleye, and before him you heard Charles Shegun Oshodi. Lan. So it is John versus Charles. John versus Charles. Who won your vote? Go to fickets.com right now and vote. The judges are completing their voting. You will hear how they vote. Your decision will be made tonight. You have as much power as the judges. In other words, you can even override the judges depending on your superiority of your numbers. So go to fickets.com, fickets.com/fan battle. Okay? If you go to fickets.com, you still have to look for the fan battle logo, but it's faster if you do fickets.com/fan battle. That's FIKETS Fickets.com/fan battle. And if you want to vote, Mr. Irabuchi, thank you very much. We've seen your follow-up comment that it is just support for the contest. You are not yet voting. We appreciate that. We appreciate your sponsorship. You've continued to support it, and we vastly appreciate that as official sponsor of Fan Battle 4. And you can do likewise. Go straight to vote, because a vote is 500 naira. And by voting, remember, you are also sponsoring Fan Battle 4. So you can either go to fickets.com to vote for either John or Charles, or you can vote directly by sending your voting and sponsorship funds to our official bank, Providus Bank, 130-590-8620. 130-590-8620. It's a Providus Bank account in the name of Fan Battle 4 partner Sports Salon. You cannot miss it. And we will be able to see the activity here, but if you choose, you might just send it to us also on WhatsApp so that we can see it in real time. So remember, if you are voting for either John or Charles, you must write that name in the narration, John or Charles. Okay? If you don't write a name, then we assume that it is just to sponsor Fan Battle 4. But you can sponsor Fan Battle 4 and use your sponsorship power to vote. It's 500 naira per vote, so 10 votes will be 5,000, 20 will be 10,000. It also means that you can do multiple votes, as many as you want. Okay, judges, you've made your decision, but do you have any thoughts to spare these two contestants? We have only seconds to our next break. Let us wait, and when we come back, we will go into the scorecard to see how all three judges have decided, and we'll probably take like 30 seconds for each of the judges to share their thoughts on how this has gone. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Join us in the live stream. We'll be looking to read some of your comments and follow through. But go to fickets.com/fan battle now to vote for either John or Charles, and we'll be right back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Hey guys, there's great food, amazing people, lively music. Yeah, but the vibe is missing.
I know what this party needs. Bartender, it's time for Seagram's Imperial Black Whiskey.
Okay, sir.
Guys, this is the vibe of Nigeria. Cheers! Every celebration needs an Imperial Black Whiskey. Seagram's Imperial Black Whiskey celebrates the vibe of Niger. Not for pregnant women and persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
All right, class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast. My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Landlord, what are you trying to hang?
I'm trying to rent out this side of the apartment.
Haven't you heard of myhomesng.com?
Be the first to join. myhomesng.com is a platform where you can list and manage your properties, get access to verified customers and tenants, and earn rental income without any hassle. For more information, visit www.myhomesng.com.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Correct. Heat.
Mini Ninja flavor.
Nothing
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Slap it like it's hot.
My guy, shebi you still dey spend plenty money on top fuel and every day na social mechanic wahala on top of this motorcycle. Oh yeah, now switch to Spiro today. Spiro electric motorcycle. No dey use fuel and na small maintenance to take the kakaraka. When your battery run down, just swap am in 2 minutes for any of our swap stations and ride on. We are ready for logistics, Okada business, and our daily waka. Spiro, smart, strong, stress-free. No fuel, no wahala. Just to carry go. Make you call 070-000-977-97. Don't get it started.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, invest. Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompt.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue.
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Life can be anything, but make yours a party that never stops. With Desperados, the beer with a Latin vibe. Vibe out, let loose, and turn the heat all the way up. Because with Desperados, the party is wherever you want it to be.
Grab a Desperados and ignite your party spirit. Desperados, beer with a Latin vibe. Enjoy responsibly. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
This is not just a debate. It's a battle of minds. A clash of brilliance. A war of words. And only one champion. One true champion will rise. The regional champions are ready. The stage is set. The stakes higher than ever before. Catch the Ibecta Differ National Finals live on all Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM stations nationwide. It's intellect, it's passion, it's the future in action. Debate redefined. The IBTD National Tournament begins August 11th, 2025. Only on Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM nationwide. For sponsorship, call 0805-581-5844 or email ibectodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
There's a sound rising from Africa, a sound of worship, a sound of awakening. This is Tape 2025, the African Praise Experience,
On Friday, the 11th of July, the city of Lagos will resound with praise as thousands gather at the Rock Cathedral Lekki for a night of glory. Join Pastor Paul alongside some of Africa's most anointed voices: Israel Houghton, Dunsin Oyeko, Nathaniel Bassi, Adeyinka Lasheori, Onos, Prince Emmanuel, Bidemi Olaoba, VJ Sachs, Gaze Baba, Eben, Mr. M in Revelation, Limo Blaze, Ima Oh My God, Minister GUC, IB Quake, and the Lagos Metropolitan Gospel Choir. Tape 2025. Be there. Friday, the 11th of July,
5 p.m. till dawn.
At the Rock Cathedral Lekki. This is not just a sound, it's a signal that Africa is awakening to its divine destiny.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Grab your sunglasses, beachwear, sunscreen, and head over to Ziba Beach Resort, where there is a spot with your name on it just for you and your loved ones. To book your holiday spot, visit zibabeachresort.com or call 0704 730 0013. Ziba Beach Resort, Lagos. A beachside Christmas awaits you.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain? It's Toby Chio. My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong. Finish strong.
Hey guys, there's great food, amazing people, lively music. Yeah, but the vibe is missing.
I know what this party needs. Bartender, it's time for Seagram's Imperial Black Whiskey.
Okay, sir.
Guys, this is the vibe of Niger. Cheers! Every celebration needs an Imperial Black Whiskey. Seagram's Imperial Black Whiskey celebrates the vibe of Niger. Not for pregnant women and persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that every day is a day to win. Yes, every day you can possibly call yourself a winner. Why? Well, it is because over 200,000 naira is being given away on Nigeria Info every day. All you have to do is go to the website at www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347 *880 *3#. Now, dialing that code from your phone will cost you 500 naira, and of course, clicking on the Nigeria Info button when you get to the website at www.oneplay.ng will cost you 500 naira. Yes, you can play as many times as possible. You can play as many times as 10. You can play as little as once. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on every show. Literally every show. Yes, I'm talking about Morning Crossfire, What's Up Lagos, Game On weekdays, and of course Football Frenzy on weekends. But that is not all. Every Friday there will be another 500k jackpot, all for you to win. And to qualify for that, all you have to do is make sure you had played the game throughout the week. Yes, dialing *347 *880 *3# will literally qualify you for 2 opportunities at cracking this code. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are doing the thing. Go to the website at www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347 *880 *3#. Make sure you're above the age of 18 while playing, and play responsibly, as in play with only what you can afford to part with. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasher Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Make sure you are playing and make sure you are winning, and when you win, send your tithe.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Before the break, you had the battle between John and Charles. And voting has since commenced. But even before that, the judges have determined who, in their opinion, won this contest. Judges, I was asking whether you had thoughts to share. Anyone?
Yeah, for me, I expected that the two parties will come well prepared, because again, it's the semi-final stage. It's two guys who've had to go through a massive hurdle to get here, and more so because it has to do with preferring solutions for a winning quality in women's football on the continent. I thought that the most defining factor in today's contest will be if there are blunders, because more likely than not, you're going to have two guys who come through with fantastic solutions and ideas, but you'll now be checking out for the stats and for the things they mention, the examples and the reference points they look at, and try and find loopholes from that. And for me, that was going to be my strongest point in judging them. I was always going to be impressed. I certainly had the mindset I'll be impressed with what they bring to the table. So I was now keen to check out for loopholes. Who is stuttering while presenting? Because you're bringing quality already to the table. You're going to come through with ideas. Who is stuttering? Who is giving me wrong facts? Who's made a mistake with certain stats? And for me, that was the defining thing around my result to you, Femi. And I thought all around the guys came through with some great ideas. I like the closing remarks from Charles and John, and Charles gleaning wisdom from what the guys have done in Morocco. That over $60 million US investment in infrastructure for men's and women's football has really been a galvanizing factor for football in that country. And the example he spoke about with Zambia and South Africa as well. And then the response from Charles during his John during his closing remarks was also impressive for me. Going back to talk about the bedrock of Nigeria's success in women's football. Truly, it was Pelican Stars at the point. Even national team coaches, and Thierry Efium of blessed memory was a Pelican Stars coach before becoming coach of the Super Falcons. Effiong Anekpo was a big name with Pelican Stars, became a big name with Super Falcons. And many of these names he mentioned came even without influence and impact from diaspora. So both of them came through with strong points, but my most important criteria and judgment tonight was going to be trying to find loopholes in their great ideas.
All right. Thank you very much. Gentleman, who wants to go again? It's like judges.
No. I actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you said gentleman.
Yeah, pardon me. Gentleman and lady.
Is that why Chuma was laughing?
Don't worry, you guys get on with it. My head, I am in mathematics land.
No. Actually, I have nothing to add, because Chuma really touched on very important points. At this stage in the competition, we're not telling them, oh, do like this or do like that, because they've taken all of those lessons, which is why they are able to be here today. And these are very true, strong people when it comes to this contest. And but the key thing was like, there's something about I'm just going to say about the narrative, right? Sometimes something, which is why research and data is so important, because you might think something is true, but by the time you delve into it, it's actually not true, because every factor around it builds to an assumption that that thing is true. And I'm saying this in regards to some of the facts that the contestant gave in terms of how talking about grassroots and back in the day and some of these things. Because if you've studied, especially Nigerian women's football history, some of these things are not necessarily factual. In fact, when they went for their first World Cup, the bus that they were carrying was so bad it was breaking down on the road. Some of these things point to the fact that we've never had it good. Even when the Women's League started, we've never had a good time. So it's very important to really contrast and compare, because it's so easy to say back in the good old days. Yeah, so we've never had that, unfortunately. But some of the points were really strong. I noted that some of the points, these are some things that I agree with. These are some things that I think are great, that going forward, it will really benefit us if the people in charge of this decision making can listen to today's debate, take ideas from the these contestants and really put it. It's not as if we don't know these things, but we need to be reminded over and over again. Maybe when we're reminded enough, we're forced to do something. But well done, brilliant, enjoyable debate, and I hope the winner really gets to win.
All right, brilliant, Tony.
Tony has a cold.
All right, so let's go to the results of the judges. We will soon close the votes. We appreciate it. We're going to close the votes at 9, and so that the voting of the second battle can commence. Judges, please remember to indicate your name on your score sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the voting. Oh, okay. There has been a bit of an adjustment. Could you make that a little clearer? We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. By the way, you can get in on the contest yourself. So, all right. It's the same as I had recorded. Okay, brilliant. So here's how the judges have voted. Judge Tony, the voice, scores this battle 10-9, 10-10, 10-9. Charles. Judge Chuma scores it 10-10, 10-9, 10-10. John. So Charles had a 2-point lead on Tony's score sheet, and John has a 1-point lead on Chuma's score sheet, bringing us to Queen Lizzie's score sheet. She scores it 10-8, 10-9, 10-8, for a total of 30-25. For your winner, only on the judges' scorecard, not for the contest. By split decision, the judges have given this to Charles by 89 points to 83. 89 points to 83. Split decision. Tony and Queen Lizzie went Charles's way, and Chuma went John's way by 1 solitary point. All right? Okay. Lagos. Gentlemen, well done. We'll see how it goes. We do not have a champion yet, but you need to listen so we would know who qualifies for the night as we do the collation on the back end. In a few minutes, we'll be able to announce who the winner is as we begin to get set for the second round of battles tonight between Ghana and Mimi. Be on the lookout, Lagos. We'll be back with our results right after this timeout.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire their best.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria.